of the National Football League.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've come in.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team. And boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finished in the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Smith in motion right.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
At the 20-yard line.
Now it's Flacco.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
From the gun, Flacco. This will be caught by Brown. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're not only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren.
16 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Motion left, Smith. Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And the Steelers.
Now he runs straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
DK Metcalf,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To pass, Flacco. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Flacco looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 with a 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Flacco. Being chased out left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Flacco from the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Derek Harmon
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
So on fourth down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 37.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Handoff for Warren. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Steelers.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle to Smith.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Johnny Smith. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because The best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Shifts by him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Passing play. Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
On the sneak, here's Flacco. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Rico now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
and they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Flacco. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. A nice little juke.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Second and 4.
Now Flacco. He's got Higgins over the middle.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Flacco. And it's caught.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
P-Ryan is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Evan McPherson down for the PAT.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done this time.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
You got to think he's going to want the ball more. 1 target, no catches.
That's good.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the the play, and it'll be second down.
The Bengals at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And Flacco keeps it himself.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Now it's Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another Cincinnati Bengals. First and
Flacco. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
A 42-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out to force the field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
First down, Steelers.
On the run, it's Warren. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And the Steelers first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Rodgers now to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Rodgers going to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Flacco. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To pass, Flacco. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. And they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Steelers.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Got his man, it's Warren.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Flacco looks to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end line. Complete. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
22-yard line.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Looking to put a drive together. Start this drive out on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Here's Warren.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here is third down and 4. Now run with Warren.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati set to take over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Draw play for Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's got his big tight end fan, and he'll get nothing out of that one. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Flacco. And it's off the mark, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run it. Warren. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 31. 5 yards.
Throwing is Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jones. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Flacco. And a quick throw here that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Flacco.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They will toss to Brown. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Passing play, Flacco. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Cam Taylor-Britt on the coverage.
To throw is Rodgers.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A beautiful fake. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals set to take over.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Flacco. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Flacco. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Warren will try the right side.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Rodgers. A short throw to Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Cincinnati. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Smith. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Looking middle, and that's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Flacco.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
They go pass again with Flacco. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 6.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 14. And
Rodgers going to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Remember, they had a nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's into the clear again.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Right back to Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To pass, Flacco. And his throw is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Flacco from the gun. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Cincinnati.
Flacco will take to the air again.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Brown once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6.
A handoff for Warren.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And the Steelers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 74 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Flacco.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Flacco looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Number 5, T. Higgins. It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and
Flacco. In trouble, and he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They toss it to Warren.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they'll work this down to the 30-yard line. Tackled there. Now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
That's another Bengals first.
To throw, Browning.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it.
By the Steelers.
Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end, because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gives a little something to bounce out of here on.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they dipped to 2-5 now.